You're listening to Chatcast with your host, Tracee Dunblazier, the award-winning podcast that features interviews with luminaries of the mind-body-spirit marketplace. You'll hear from book authors and publishers, store owners and product creators, filmmakers, musicians, and many more, who'll all share insight and wisdom to help open your eyes to new creative possibilities. If you fancy yourself as a visionary thinker, then Chatcast is the place for you. Now, here's your host, spiritual empath, shaman, and best-selling author, Tracee Dunblazier.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. I'm not sure this is not giving us the... There we go.
Now we are on.
My name is Tracee Dunblazier, and welcome to Chatcast. This is a special edition of Chatcast because normally we go live at noon, but we are talking to Singapore where it is almost 8 a.m. in the morning.
Yes,
And we're speaking with Master Clarice Chan. We are talking about and celebrating the Chinese Lunar New Year coming up in a couple of weeks. And the shift, well, there's been a lot of major Feng Shui shifts in the last couple of years, but this one moving into the Fire Horse year is going to be a powerful year. We're also going to be talking about the Conscious Life Expo because they're sponsoring this Chatcast. The Conscious Life Expo is going to be at the LAX Hilton coming up on, I believe, the 20th, 21st, 22nd, and 23rd of February. So we are very excited for that. So welcome, Clarice. It's so good to have you here.
Tracee, it's so great to see you again. So look forward to, I've been looking forward to this chat.
Yes, me too.
So yes, it's early in the morning. We are about 16 hours difference,
Yes.
but it's all good.
Yes, it is. It's
Thank you for making the time for me, to make it possible.
Yeah, it's like the sun is coming up for you, and you can see the sun just beginning to set for me. So it's right. I hope it's right in my face, and so I'm trying to.
No, you're looking good.
Yes, it makes the skin very clear. So yay for that.
Yes. Thank you.
This is Master Clarice's new 2026 Feng Shui book. It's called Master Clarice Chan's Guide to the Yang Fire Horse Year. Feng Shui, Lunar New Year, and Zodiac Signs. It's a very comprehensive book that has everything that you need to know about Feng Shui for this year. It has other information too, but she does one of these every single year because every single year there are really profound nuances that if you follow, you can really enhance or stave off different experiences by shifting things in your home. If you're not familiar, give us a 2-sentence definition of Feng Shui for people who've never worked with it.
Feng Shui is working with the qi, the natural qi around, and organizing your space so that you benefit from the positive qi that is coming towards you rather than going away from you. Yes. And also to negate any negative stars that is dwelling in your space. Yeah. And basically is to make everything more positive for you so that your life flows in positive manners.
Good. Okay, wonderful. So the first thing that I want to talk about, because it kind of just passed by, but in 2024, we changed periods.
That's right.
Yeah. In Feng Shui, there's a period of 20 years. So tell me a little more about that.
Well, from 2004 to 2023, so that's like a 20-year cycle, and every 20-year cycle we have a change of element.
Right.
So in the previous cycle, from then we have it belonged to the Earth cycle. So you can see a lot of the Earth industry, Earth-related or Earth-supported industry becoming very prosperous during that time, like property, the tech, and so forth. But and young people, especially young men, coming up, becoming very prominent in the society. People, young tech that got very rich suddenly, so to speak, But that's also the beginning of all the games and so on and so forth. But
Mm-hmm.
then we went into the dragon year, which was 2024, and we
Right.
went into the cycle of fire. So that has a whole different energy to Earth. As you can see, Earth is just,
All
Earth, basically.
ground. Yeah.
You build around it and so on. But fire is an energy that, you feed to it, it warms you. And it is also, according to I Ching, it is about the middle daughter. So that is the Li Gua, which is also represented by fire. And it's talking about a lot of young women becoming, well, I wouldn't say very young, not like a teenager, not like the younger son of the last cycle,
Right.
but the daughter, you're talking about women from in their 30s to their 60s, they're becoming more prominent, coming into that feminine balance that we've been talking
Yes.
about, even in Western astrology, the age of Aquarian, and so on and so forth. And interestingly, it also promotes a lot more about things that you can't really see. So you're talking about spirituality,
Mhm.
um, New Age, UFO, whatever, becoming a bit more prominent in this at this time.
Right.
Yes, and a lot more. Things are happening. I think it's still taking time to settle in. I think
Yes.
everything is so new, and it's like all these different alignments coming about that we haven't seen in years and years and years.
Yes.
So like all planets being in the same house at one time. I mean, that's not Chinese feng shui, but just
Right.
so as to encompass
Yeah.
astrology as a whole, or the
Right.
holistic or spirituality as a whole. Then you see, a lot more and people embracing different form of modalities in
Yes.
healing, in religion or spirituality. So is
Right.
more um, politically correct to
Right.
say, the concept of, and people are more into it, things like, because fire, it glows, you can feel it, you know, and perhaps you can see it, but you don't see it as a form of like fire that you light, but like the sunshine, which is just exactly what the yang fire represents in 2026.
Okay.
And as we speak today, for you, it is the first day
Mm-hmm.
that the year of the Yang Fire horse, the zodiac sign, came in. So it's the beginning of the Yang Fire horse, not actually the Chinese New Year. Chinese New Year is the celebration, is cultural, the celebration of
Oh.
the year. But every year we have a date that we term it as the solar spring,
Right.
or because it's a solar term. So
Okay.
it's from the 4th of February, it changes. That's when the Grand Duke comes in. So when you tell me that, Tracy, you reorientate yourself so that the Grand Duke is behind you, that's
Yes.
perfect.
Yes.
That is
Yeah.
one way you can help yourself, to get support from the universe.
Yeah. So this is one aspect of feng shui that I didn't know that what you just said um because every year how I got into feng shui, I got into flying star feng shui. That's where I started.
Yes, so that's what I do, flying star feng shui. I mean,
Right?
also classical feng shui, but mainly,
Right.
yes.
So I got into it because I had for 10 years I had a plant that prospered in a particular direction, and then one year when that change around December usually happens for me, that change started to take place, it died.
Oh,
So when I gave it almost died. So when I gave it to my friend, she put it in another direction because we had little itty bitty apartments that we lived in, and so when she put it in a better direction, it flourished again. And that's one of the things I want to have you comment a little on is because we've had this huge shift into a new period. Your home can feel heavy or just old or extra dusty or get dirty more quickly. And so this is the time that you really want to, if you can make any big changes to your floors or to your ceilings or to your paint. But this is a time to reorientate to the next 20 years, in addition to the fire horse.
Yeah, so usually round about a month before the changeover is when the
Uh-huh.
change is starting to take place. I
Okay.
mean, bearing in mind that it is the changeover is not sudden, so it's like even with sunrise and sunset, there's going to be this gradual shift, and
Yes.
so round about a month before, so you're talking about January,
Mm-hmm.
the energy will start to kicks in.
Yeah.
Actually, there's always a month that the energy kicks in, and for this, the fire horse, it was December. You see
Yes.
that from December onwards,
Yeah.
things start to move very quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then also in the space, I have a story about that actually. Not about a plant. A friend of mine, a very good friend of mine, she's been doing very well for years and years. And then suddenly she said, "Oh, I'm not doing so well this year. I'm not sure why I'm feeling that way." And also my what you call that? My her legs had problem
Mhm.
all year round. And someone telling me that I'm not quite sure what was wrong. But
Right.
anyway, I happened to be over at her place,
Right.
and I was just looking out of the window, and I saw that, oh, didn't you have, like a lily pot or a tiny lily pond on the side of your house, which happens to be
Mhm.
the east side of the house? And she
Right.
said, yes, but I had some problems last year. I was traveling a lot, so I got rid of it. And I said,
Right.
well, was it when you started feeling unwell? Was it when you feel that the things were not going so well? And she said, well, interestingly, that is, but we are at the time whereby we need to change things, move things
Right.
around, travel. So I said,
Right.
why don't you just put some water in that space anyway?
Yes.
Like not an open pot of water because that encourages everything else. But I just put a bottle of water there, and let's see what
Yeah.
happens. She did that, and her business picked up within 2 days.
Wow.
Almost, in fact, yes,
Okay.
her business picked. So she was so happy, and then she had no more
Yes.
pain in her legs. I mean, it sounds like magic, right? But it does happen.
No, it really does.
So yeah,
Yes.
it happens. Even for me, when I put out, when I change, I have a little like console facing the door,
Uh-huh.
and that happens to be the south this year.
Right.
I mean,
Yep.
it's the south every year, but the grandeur is in the south this year, and I'm like, okay, my door is facing south. What am I going to do about it? Usually, Chinese New Year, I have a lot of red decoration, but then that will increase the energy of the misfortune star that actually reside in that space for the
In
year,
the
as well as the grandeur. So
yes.
I changed things around. I put, a pair of the Chinese Guardian, the PSU. I put it at the
Yes.
metallic one. Changed decoration. Oh my God! Everything shifted.
Okay.
It's
So so
so
so
much better.
so tell me what direction, what part of the house can I put a glass of water that will increase my business?
Well, you can do so in 2026. The
Yes.
prosperous direction is in the east and the southeast.
In the southeast.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you can put not just a bowl of water. You can put like because it encourages a plant energy. So you can even put a water plant there, or
Okay.
flowers. Yeah, but you got to
Okay.
keep it clean. You got to keep it fresh and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
a little money plant with water. That if that works for you, you can try it out and
yeah,
tell me at Conscious Life Expo how that works for you.
how it goes. Okay. And then the second thing is, so the Grand Duke uh,
Uh,
is such an important part in feng shui. dynamic to understand, and it is it's south this year. So if you're what should we have in the south to honor the Duke and to protect ourselves from misfortune in the south?
Well, okay. So it's always good not to challenge the Grand Duke. So when you challenge him, you're facing him.
Right.
So it's like every day you're sitting there and you're just confronting him. So we don't want that. So we prefer that his our back is to him.
Right. So
that he's there. Yes, that's what you did.
So I take
he's your
right now,
guardian.
the back is to the south, and this makes
So
him happy. It makes me happy.
Correct, because then he becomes your guardian angel.
Yes.
He looks after you.
Yes.
So so that is good. He supports you. So it's good to have the support of the Grand Duke.
Yes.
So
okay.
And that's perfect.
Okay, and so if I had a metal, if I put metal, you said instead of having the bright colors, because right now I've got the bright colors, so I should take the red down and I should put up metal.
Yes, because that's the influence of the flying star. Because the flying star, the number 5, which is a misfortune star, is actually residing, in the south from now.
Okay.
So you don't. I mean, of course, sitting there one day, you might not feel anything. You might not feel any discomfort, but you may feel discomfort along the way. A year is a very long time.
Yes.
And therefore, it is good to put a metal object in the south to support you. So traditionally, we use like a 6-coin ruler, the 6 emperor coin ruler, or we use like a 5-element pagoda. Or we use something metallic, whatever you can find, because it depends on where you are.
Yeah.
A round object would be good. Yes. Yeah. So,
say that again. What?
I think a round object will be good.
Okay.
Yeah. Metallic. So that will help to reduce the severity of the negative impact, because it's an earth star.
Right.
So then it's absorbing all that fire that is in the south, then it's becoming stronger and stronger.
Okay.
And then you're sitting there, and therefore it's affected. So we want to receive that energy, and therefore we put a metal element there to reduce its energy. So it's like, because you find metal in earth, right?
Right.
So the earth is the mother of metal. It grows metal. So instead of attacking you, it's growing metal, and then it's protecting the space at the same time.
Okay.
And also in 2026, the horse doesn't have any other elements to support itself, or it has a bit of earth, but there's so much fire, and the metal element is missing. The water element is missing. So it's absent totally. So it's like, it's going to be an imbalance in itself. Yeah.
Right. So you want to do what you can to create more of a balance.
Balance it out. Yes, that's right.
Everything that we're talking about, if you're not familiar at all with Feng Shui, it might seem very confusing and not making any sense. But this book will make easy sense. Like it's a very straightforward book. She really explains things simply, directly, and where can people get this? Where can they get your book? In fact, I'm going to put it in the chat.
Okay, so you can get the book. Well, basically, you buy it online from my website, masterclaricechan.com. I'm also going to be at Conscious Life Expo. I'm bringing some over there. And it's also available online. But it's on PayHip. So I think if you Google the title, Master Clarice Chan's Guide to 2026, it will come up, on the internet for sale.
Yeah. There we go. See how my camera moves now?
Yes. Yes. So my book has a lot of pictures, so it makes it very difficult to put it on a on like Amazon.
Yeah, no,
Yes, it has
you
a lot.
can't do an audiobook with this for sure.
Yeah, yeah, yes, yes. So yeah, so that's the 12 zodiac signs. Little kind of prediction for the year.
Mhm. Yeah, so that's the next thing I want to talk about. You know, the world is just blowing up in real time as we're watching it. Well, America is. Let me say that much. Um, but tell me do you have any? Are there any big predictions this year that are indicated by the flying stars?
So, well, you have the conflict star in the west.
Hmm.
So the
Where do
conflict star well, not kind of irritates everyone, irritates the
you?
energy of the space, and
Yeah,
therefore there may be a lot more conflict between people, conflict between the country and other countries.
yeah.
So
Hmm.
that is, that is an indication. But it's also in the last time we had a fire horse year. I think that was in 1966, 60 years ago,
Right.
and it's and that was when you had the I think you had a war in that year, the beginning of a war. So so let's hope that there is not going to be a war this year. But the
Yeah,
fire horse,
absolutely.
we all learn from history. It doesn't mean that if that happens in 1966 or 1853, where you have and then it's going to the exact event is going to happen now, because the time has changed. It was a different cycle.
Right.
People are different, and we behave differently,
Right.
but the energy exists, and
Yeah,
we don't
the
want to tap into.
conditions. Yeah, the conditions are absolutely right, but we can decide to make a different choice. We can do things differently, and we can refuse to do that. But
Right, yeah.
that's so. Uh, what what can support? Because I know a lot of folks right now, at least here, and probably all over the globe. A lot of people have an enormous amount of anxiety because of the
Yes.
unrest here. And how can feng shui help me with that? Like, is there any tricks or something that can help ground me or help ground my home, to help me better manage the anxiety?
Okay, so if you're looking just at your living room, right,
Yeah.
and that's like your big tai chi, yeah, the space.
Hmm.
And if you take a compass and you
Yeah.
check where the west is. So what
Uh-huh.
we do in feng shui, because it's the star is represented um, by wood, because um, if you look at wood and metal, they kind of,
Hmm.
there's a conflict. That in order in, to reduce the severity of that energy, the
Okay.
conflict energy, we use fire, right?
Okay.
So you don't have to put a fire there, but but you have to you put something red, and it would be nice if you put some red crystals,
Okay.
because the west belongs to earth energy as well. So if you put like a red plant, it's not going to help that much. But if you
Right.
put a
Right.
red ornament that is made of crystal or glass, and
Right.
then that will help, because it helps to reduce the severity of that star.
Okay.
So
And
that
then
will help.
you can safely burn a candle. Maybe I'm pointing to my altar. Candles burning.
Not a candle, because that's real fire. Don't forget that the real fire also, while it burns off the tree, the wood energy, which is irritating, in that irritating the area, it
Okay.
also cause irritation to the metal. So in
Yes.
the West, talking about the throat and the mouth. So communication. So it's good to use something like crystal,
Okay.
something earthy, something
Okay.
round. Like from in a traditional feng shui uh, cure, we do use something like a crystal apple.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, a red crystal apple, or a rose. You can put a rose quartz as well if you like.
Yeah.
You know, that helps because that, well, it's pink, but it's still of the fire energy,
Right.
except that it's light. Yes.
Okay, good. All right. Um, so tell me anything that you want people to know about you and your work. How long have you been doing this work?
Well, I've been doing this since 20. Well, if you're talking about a whole journey, then it's more than, it's like 30 years. Feng Shui is about 24 years.
Uh-huh.
But this is my 21st book.
Wow. Wow, that's
Yeah,
fantastic.
but I published it under a different series before, and then I rebrand it to my name because I feel that it's easier. And so that started in 2020, funnily,
Okay.
ironically, in the beginning of something new.
Yeah.
It was the year of the rat at that time.
Uh-huh.
So before that, it was a different title. And then I go to Conscious Life Expo every
Yes.
year,
Yes.
and since 2014.
Yes. So tell me, you have a fabulous feng shui workshop that you do. What's the date and time of your workshop this year?
On Saturday, I will be
Mhm.
doing the at 12 o'clock. I will have a the power of the Yang Fire Horse workshop, and
Okay.
then I have a book signing afterwards. And on
Fantastic.
the post conference, which is the Monday, very important day,
Yeah.
I have a workshop, the lunar zodiac, celestial blessings, feng shui, all mixed in workshop. I think it's a 2.5 hour workshop
Yeah.
at 8 p.m. But before that, I'll also be on the astrology symposium,
Okay.
which is a 4 hour panel starting at 3 o'clock. And the
Nice.
most, exciting one, I feel, well, not, they are all exciting, but the
Yeah.
beginning of everything is the Friday morning,
Yes.
where at 10:30, the opening ceremony, I'll be doing a feng shui blessing. I've been doing,
Wonderful.
yeah, thanks to the co-founder Shiva Moa. She's kindly invited me once again to perform the ritualistic Chinese New Year or feng shui blessing for
Wonderful.
everyone for the expo. So that will be exciting at 10:30 in the morning, and there will be
Wonderful.
several other presenters over there doing different um, way of blessings,
Right.
and like light language and meditation and so forth. So it will be an exciting start, you know.
Wonderful. Yes, I'm very excited.
Really looking forward to it.
Me too. So once again, the Conscious Life Expo, you can check it out at consciouslifeexpo.com. It's going to be at the LAX Hilton from February 21st, 22nd, and 23rd. And then on the 24th, I'm also doing a post conference I'm teaching
Oh,
channeling 101. So if you've always wanted to channel, or you feel like you channel but you want some guidance and some structure to your process, it's a 2.5 hour workshop. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got lectures throughout. I've got a booth. There's also the Coalition of Visionary Resources booth. So we have a lot going on at the LAX Hilton. There are going to be hundreds of lectures for free, hundreds of vendors. So it's always a big, huge celebration of the mind, body, spirit marketplace. And so we are
yes.
really looking forward
Really
to.
excited. I
Yeah.
mean, part of the time now is like it's running up to Chinese New Year. Everybody wants their house feng shui. Everyone to do their annual reading. So it's like I really have my skates on.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Oh my goodness, that is a bit. It's a busy time, and then to travel during
Yes,
that.
that's coming up soon as well. I'm flying in on the 18th.
Yes. Well, I'll be there when you arrive. So make
Yes,
sure to
yes,
reach out. Thank you so much
I
for speaking
will.
today.
Thank you
And
so much, Tracy, and thank you everyone for tuning in.
yes, again, it's Master Clarice Chan's guide to the Yang Fire Horse Year 2026. So you definitely want to check it out. You can check it out at her website, which is masterclaricechan.com, and reach out and buy a book. And we will see you at the LAX Hilton at the Conscious Life Expo coming up. And everybody, thank you so much for tuning in today. And we
Thank
will
you,
see you.
everyone. Bye bye. Have a good year.